Good morning, boys and girls. We are on lesson 11 for our math. Our I can statement for today is I can use square tiles to compose a rectangle and relate to the array model. So for today, just like most of our lessons, you're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper. There also is a sprint, so you might need a timer and another piece of paper to complete your sprint. So here is our sprint for today. Remember, you're going to pause the video so you can see your numbers. You're going to start a timer for 2 minutes, and then you're going to get started. When the timer goes off, you put your pencil down and you can play the video for part B. Good luck! Okay, here is part B. Remember, your goal for part B is to get one more correct than you did on part A. So when you're ready, you can pause the video and get started. And then when you're all done and the timer goes off, you can play the video so you can get ready for our application problem. Alright class, here is your application problem. It says, Ty bakes 2 pans of brownies. In the first pan, he cuts 2 rows of 8. In the second pan, he cuts 4 rows of 4. Part A asks you to draw a picture of Ty's brownie pans. Part B says write a repeated addition equation to show the total number of brownies in each pan. And Part C says how many brownies did Ty bake altogether. Write an equation and statement to show your answer. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see my board behind me. Your first task is to remember put your checklist. So you have to read, draw, write, checklist. So we've read our problem, so I'm going to put my check there already. The first part asks you to draw a picture of Ty's brownie pans. So the first one said there's 2 rows of 8. Remember, a row goes this way, it goes across your page. So I'm going to draw the first one. And I'm going to split it into 2 rows. So I'm going to make it into 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 1 row of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you want to check, each one has 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 2 rows of 8. And then it says his other brownie pan, he had 4 rows of 4. So I'm going to draw it in a different color, just so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of 4. Now it wants you, so I drew both my pictures. So I did part A. Part B says write a repeated addition equation to show the total number of brownies in each pan. So how many are in this row? Good. 8. How many are in this row? Good. 8. So our repeated addition equation for this one would be 8 plus 8 equals. We'll solve that in a minute. Now this one is there's 4 in this row, 4 in this one, 4 in this one, and 4 in this one. So our repeated addition sentence would be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. No, equal. We'll find it in a minute. So what is 8 plus 8? I want you to use a strategy that would work for you to help you solve that problem. And then when you're ready, come and check it out. So I'm going to use a counting on problem. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I got 8 plus 8 equals 16. Now I'm going to do 4 plus 4 is what? Good. 8. 8 plus 4 is? Good. 12. 12 plus 4 is? Good. 16. So in both of our problems, we got 16. That means that there are 16 brownies in each pan. But our equation was different. So what do you think we did that changed the way it looked? But we still got the same answer. What was different? Good, our group sizes were different. So in this one we only had 2 groups, but the groups were bigger. They had more inside them. Here we had more groups, but our groups were smaller. So they each could still equal 16. So now part C asks us, how many did he make all together? So we need to add this 16 here to our 16 over here. So we're going to get 16 plus 16 equals. Now, to figure this out, you can draw a place value chart and use your tens and ones columns. You could draw a picture and add 16 and 16. You could put 16 in your head and you can count on 16 more. You could have a number line. There are a lot of strategies you can use to help you solve this problem. I'm going to draw a number or tens and ones column to help me. So in 16, there's 1 10 and 6 ones. I got to add 16 more. So remember, you always start with your ones. 6 plus 1 1 or 110. Excuse me. But how many ones do I have in this column now? Good, I have 12. Can I have 12 in this column? No. So I'm going to cross off 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to trade those 10 ones in for 1 10. So now how many ones do I have left? Well, we have 2 ones left. And how many 10s do we have now? Good, 3. So our answer is 32. So 6 plus 6 is 32. So we drew our picture. Now we need to write it. It's going to be Ty made 32 brownies. All together. Put a period into the cloud. So we read our problem, we drew our picture, and we wrote it. Now let's move on. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see what our next task is. It says, how many rows do you see? Remember, a row goes across. So how many rows are in this picture? Good, I only see 1 row. But how many tiles are in this row? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, I see 10 tiles in the row. Now the question asks, did I make a rectangle? Yeah, this is still a rectangle. Even though it only has 1 row, it still has 10 tiles, and it is still shaped like a rectangle. So how many rows does it have? Good, it has 10 rows. How many columns does it have? Remember, a column goes up and down. Good, it has 10 columns. Awesome. Now, how can we arrange the tiles into a different way to form another rectangle? I want you to use objects you have at your house to make this into a different rectangle. So you're going to need 10 different objects. If you don't have anything you can use, draw a picture using 10 different tiles, pieces, 10 squares, and try and make a different rectangle. Once you got that done, come back, play this video, and see what I have done. Alright, this is what I did. So now how many rows do you see? Good, I have 2 rows. 2 rows go across. One is green and one is red. How many tiles are in each row? Good, there are 5 tiles in each row. Now, how many columns do you see in this rectangle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 columns in this rectangle. Because remember, columns go up and down. And how many tiles are in each column? Good, there are 2 tiles in each column. What would be a repeated addition equation we can use to find the total? There are 2 different ones you can use. The one I would do is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, because there are 5 groups of 2 tiles. So if I added that up, my answer would be, good, 10. A different one you could do is 5 plus 5 if you were doing 2 groups of 5, and you would still get 10 as your answer. Now I want you to take 14 tiles, and you could draw a picture, or you can just use whatever you have in your house to make 14 tiles, a row of 14 tiles. Remember, a row is a cross, and they just want you to do 1 row of 14. Now they want you to take that 14 and they want you to arrange it into another array. When you're all done, write the equation under your rectangle. So if you did 2 rows of 7, what would your equation be? When you're all done, I want you to take a picture of what you did and send it to me or Miss Vu. So here's our problem set. It says, use your square tiles to construct the following arrays with no gaps or overlaps. Write a repeated addition equation to match each construction. So number 1 says place 8 square tiles in a row. So they want 1 row of 8 tiles, or 8 squares. Then construct an array with 8 square tiles. They want you to put it into a different rectangle or a square. So show them into a different way. You need to move those tiles around to make it look different. But remember, each row has to be equal, or each column needs to be equal to each other. But the rows and columns do not need to be equal to each other. Part C is writing a repeated addition equation to match the new array that you made. Part 2, or number 2, says construct an array with 12 squares, then write an repeated addition sentence to match the array. Then they want you to arrange those 12 squares into a different array and write the repeated addition equation to match that new array. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me or Miss Vu. We are happy to help you. I know this is a little tricky, but I know you guys are going to absolutely rock it. Good luck. I miss you lots, and I'm so proud of all the hard work you are doing. Bye.